Hi, good day. Dean Botha from In His Image Ministry here in Durban, South Africa. I've spent, as you know, quite a few days just meditating on the imagery of water and Jesus being the wellspring of life, being the fountain of life. But he also says that those that believe in him would themselves become fountains of living water flowing out of the heart or the belly. So I was just contemplating that on this issue of obedience. You know, obedience often in our mindsets has a connotation of there's a consequence, there's a punishment if you don't obey. Yet we know that Jesus obeyed his Father not out of a fear of punishment. He took our punishment. And though in his flesh he struggled with that decision, he accepted our punishment for us. But he had no fear of punishment. So now, obedience itself should flow out of us. It should not be our determination or our discipline that we read somewhere. Love your enemies. As an example. Oh gosh, now I have to comply. Because if I don't comply, then there's punishment. Or even a loss of reward. The life of this is that it should flow out of the heart. Jesus operated out of the flow of living water. His response was determined by that. And so I was listening to a friend of mine. We were having a conversation the other day, Tuesday, I think. And he was describing how he got to his workplace. He has a stall at a market, and somebody had gouged, the wood of his store front. And how initially, the brain wants to run on that mice wheel or whatever that rodent is that runs round and round and round. And while those thoughts began, he heard the voice of the Lord say to him, "No, I don't want you to go there about who might have had what and who might hate you that much to be able to express themselves in this way. What I want you to do is own the process. In other words, own the redemptive process for that person." And so he said he began to speak life to determine a new destiny for that individual. Now, you see, that is the flow of life. And in our speaking, we were saying a step beyond that would be that God actually would reveal to you by His Spirit who the person is. Not so that your response could be to get revenge or vengeance. Not even that you speak to the Lord and say, vengeance is yours. But you say, God, recompense is mine. Not recompense vengeance. I'm going to do them good. I'm going to find a way that blesses him. Beyond just the spiritual blessing of my mouth, I want to do the physical act. Now there is where obedience is not simply by discipline and compliance with the word. Obedience is the word. The word of obedience is you. It's flowing out of the river that is within you. And that is how the new covenant life manifests. It's not by trying to obey the letter of the law. It's by the Spirit enabling you. And obviously that verse comes to mind in Philippians 2:13. He It's not only revealing His will to us, but ensuring that we're able to comply. I hope that blesses you today.